Behind the scenes in the NRG prac room. This is troll. I mean, you can yell really loud. I don't know if it'll go through the mic though.
I hope that's caught on the camera.
To be back at LAN, it's the most exciting thing. I think that's something that this team was like built around, was to play on LAN. So finally having the opportunities, just we're all so excited, we're ready.
Last one was Season 8 Worlds that we won. It's been a while. I'm excited. Although it's no crowd, I'm still excited for it. It's different than playing from home. So, and plus I'm with all my friends, so I'm really excited for that.
I'm really down for a Fortnite session. I mean, if you want to play Fortnite, I will play Fortnite.
Sounds crazy. Fortnite sounds crazy.
I'm actually down. I will drive around in my taxi listening to Dua Lipa with Squishy.
That sounds crazy.
That sounds sick.
When's our next stream?
5?
Like we could lose every game, but just play for an hour no matter what, pretty much.
Okay.
Okay. Join LAN match. BDS NRG. Thanks, sweetie.
I think every team here is super solid. I feel like you shouldn't sleep on anybody. Everyone made it here for a reason, so they are very good, obviously. We're not going to be taking any teams, you know, easy. We're going to be trying our best no matter who we play against.
I think BDS is probably one of those teams that will be really tough to play. Vitality's always good at LAN, even if they're shaky online. Envy, you know, you have Turbo on there. He's always a LAN contender. Yeah, just a lot of solid rosters, honestly. There's no one that's like easy to beat. I don't think there's a single team that's going to be easy to beat. It's going to be very tough.
Let's get it, dude. Let's win some scrims, shall we?
Sure.
Nice.
Faking? Faking still? You? I got it.
Okay.
What just happened?
They paused it.
They paused.
Dude, what is Coach doing? Oh my goodness.
Bruh.
Bruh.
We should ask for
Okay, Gary, you go net. I'll continue going for ball Squishy. Turn in demo mark instantly.
It's a restart for kickoff, probably.
Alright, I'm done making mark. I'm going for, actually, I'm mid flip. I don't know if I can.
Down to you.
Nice.
Nice.
I'm watching it.
I took back right. He's there. Shot roll, guys.
Our mentality is very good. We're excited. We're almost having a little too much fun in scrims. Like towards the end of scrims, we'll start joking around a little too much, but it's just because we're having a blast. Like, it honestly doesn't feel like some previous lanes just because we're so happy to be here. Obviously, we want to win, you know, and playing poorly would be terrible, but right now it feels like we're just having a lot of fun with it.
Here's a live look into the studio itself. It's Era versus NRG on the opposite side. You can see there Squishy, Garrett, and Justin.
I'm pretty nervous, but I mean, it wouldn't be fun if I wasn't nervous, so so I'm excited.
The whole SAM region is insane now, so like they've always been really good, but they've improved a lot, so it's going to be a hard game. I think we got to just play well. If we play well, we can win. If not, then it's going to be really, really hard. So we'll see.
6 seconds to go. The first series for NRG and Era. Looks like it's going to NRG. And with that, NRG will win their first of the Fall Major. Nicely done all the way down to Game 4. It looked a little bit shaky, but with all that said, it's a 3-1 win, and, well, that's all you really need. To secure it, it's Garrett, the 3-0, and that's done.
Stack the points! Stack the stats! Yeah. Good job.
So did we fist bump or no?
You could fist bump. Also, they shook hands when Envy got off. Oh, yeah, you could fist bump.
NRG doing very nicely in their opening start here of the Major, and for fans, sigh of relief. Breathe. It's okay. They won their opening match.
I did win. We won. Not me. We won. Also, well, Justin mainly won, but...
I felt bad off the start, but I feel good now. I just needed to warm up a little bit. I feel like it's also a bit cold in here, so my fingers were a little cold. So I had to move the sticks a little bit, but we're good now.
I won't call it a warm-up, but you know, getting the first match over with and it being a win is,
I think all
you know,
of us are shaky.
it's a pretty good feeling, I guess.
And also the nervousness is your excitement. And that feeling of excitement misunderstood. So just
Yeah, no, I'm glad I have something to be anxious about. I haven't had
It's a good
anything.
feeling. That's just your excitement.
I've been bored for 2 years.
feeling.
You know, we're back.
I agree with him as well. I'm with him. Yeah.
I'm waiting for the question. This is how I would talk, you know, hang out.
Come here, Squishy.
No, I'm not. This is not my segment.
Yeah, but you can make an appearance.
They specifically
I
asked.
need a person here with me.
It's definitely an odd feeling because me and Gary used to play against each other all the time. Like C9 NRG rivalry was always something that people were excited for, they're really hyped for, and I think even I was really hyped to play it every single time. So it's something that like now I never have to play him again because I'm just on his team. So it's a good thing to not have to worry about an opponent like him or like Justin, because Justin on the field is probably the scariest player in the game. So.
Squishy is that player who, you know, like in their Season 6 World Championship run, he was crazy, and he always showed up on LAN. So, yeah, I'd definitely say I'm happy to have him on our team.
You want some salad? Did you get some salad? You want some?
I don't know why I find everything you say so funny. Oh, you want some salad?
Oh, there's a cup. I'm gonna take this home, not to drink, but I just want it.
Here you go.
Oh, nice. Did I get this? What is this? It's made of wood. Here you go too. Wait, this is the most scuffed utensils I've ever seen. I want to keep them.
I want to keep them.
All right.
Two juggernauts finally cross paths on the international stage, Turtle. BDS versus NRG. And the thing that has defined day one of the Fall Major is jitters, nerves, and everybody is affected by them.
And you can tell both teams really trying to get comfortable on the field, find that rotation. They're up against, of course, the Juggernauts, like you said, and there's Monkey Moon to slip it under the defense for the first goal of the series.
And Monkey Moon has been all over the pitch in game number one. Still, the ball's in the air. NRG, 0-second drill. Again, it's just wide taken away. BDS, hang on in game one.
NRG just can't get comfortable. A lot of these touches unanswered, moving down the field, finding themselves with that same issue that I was critiquing BDS for, where it's just one big clear, nobody's there for a response, and the boost is a factor. Check out Monkey Moon with this ridiculous shot.
Monkey Moon picks this one up, got the pass back over to Mark by 8, and look at that shot right over. Justin looked at it as it went in. Monkey Moon cuts this one off.
Oh my
Justin
goodness.
uses all the moves. He missed it. Mark by 8 wasn't expecting it, and nobody got the touch.
And at what point do you not blame Mark by 8 because you expect Justin of all players to get the touch, and there he is to find contact. Monkey Moon. He's been doing this all game long. He does find the double tap, and Monkey Moon secures the win for BDS.
Team BDS take down NRG in 4, and who else? NRG fall to 1-1, and they really struggled in that last game, Turtle, to get anything going on offense.
And overall, it was very, very flat from NRG.
Anyone knows, most of the desk usually on the RLCS are NRG fans. They're Garrett G fans. But we've talked about it multiple times, Stacks. The new blood is here, and the new blood is looking for some victories.
Seiko's shot here, saved away. Follow-up, brought right back in. Seiko, shot, scores! Boom downfield. Justin's not going to be able to get to this in time. Seiko with the challenge. Now Squishy taking it into his own hands. Far side, and he scores! Squishy finally on the board.
Hey, just because your defense was struggling doesn't mean your offense has to as well.
Now here goes Seiko. Looking to take advantage of the NRG defense. Drop down for relating wave off the rebound. Metza is there. Another clutch goal from Metza.
Tied game, and Endpoint, relentless, just powers through and managed to break that NRG defense, which honestly hasn't been the hardest thing in this series.
Justin brought it in front. It's on the goal line, but Squishy could not finish. The crossbar denies NRG. Justin thought about it.
He's up. Yeah, faking. Beat me. It's in.
Endpoint come out victorious in a Game 5 overtime.
So dumb.
At one point, it looked like NRG had turned the corner and Justin was going to lead them to the promised land. And then the well dried up through the entirety of Game 4. Seiko, an absolute monster. Get this. NRG, 1-2.
I think the most important thing for us to remember, and this has been the same online even last year, is we don't really need to change anything. I think we went through countless finals last year trying to change our playstyle last second, and we have everything figured out. It's more about just doing it, and occasionally it just doesn't happen for you, and it's not really on you. You could have played better, but we want to win so bad that sometimes we try to change too much and do too much. So I think if we just kind of chill and play our game, we have a good chance of winning. I've been to LANs where I've gone to the next LAN and this one person isn't there and it feels weird. And I've gone through all those shifts and I don't want to be that person who falls off and then, you know, regrets it on Twitter later. So I just don't want to fall off, and I think my teammates feel the same way about that.
Even spectating as a coach, I can like feel the pressure, and it's so much more different when you're actually in the situation playing, and you know you feel the nerves kicking in, and you gotta block it out of your head and just focus on what's ahead of you, and not really thinking about like if you made a mistake in the series or you know anything that you messed up in the past. Just focusing on winning the game and closing it out.
We lost 2 games already, which is not the result we wanted. So we're gonna have to beat Vitality and beat another team today if we want to go to the playoffs.
We need to beat NRG because if we lose, we are out of the tournament. So of course we need to win.
Yeah, I guess if I had to pick one player that I'd want to crush, it'd be K-Dop because he's the LAN GOAT. So if I'm beating him, that means I did pretty well.
K-Dop on this form, always legendary. Can NRG find the answer? Can they dig deep in a situation where they must win on the other side of the pitch, Vitality?
I do think the cards are stacked against Vitality here, just based off the strength of the performances that we've seen so far, and already a shot coming out from NRG. They've had a tough run of Swiss as well. You don't go 1 and 2 in Swiss without having some problems, but Justin makes sure there's no problem on that goal. Not how you want to start if you're Vitality.
NRG taking so much advantage of this game. They're starting as they mean to go on, and they are looking very mean. Justin
starting off well. That punch from K-Dop, he had to contend with Squishy, and the little stutter step from Justin to get NRG the 4th goal. The energy is high for NRG. 10 seconds left, and it feels like it might be a victory lap, and that's just the exclamation point on top of an incredible performance. A perfect sweep for NRG.
Nobody expected that to happen. Nobody saw this matchup and thought it would be anything less than brilliant from both sides. With everything on the line, NRG were the only team with any amount of pressure that they could deliver, and they have utterly dismantled Vitality.
NRG just coming off of a perfect sweep, a historic moment in RLCS history against Vitality, and they looked happy, they looked like they were having fun.
That's, I think, the key for NRG in this matchup. They do outclass Ground Zero mechanically, so as long as they can stay positive and keep those comms clean, I don't see how Ground Zero beat them.
Ground Zero Gaming taking on the General NRG. One more best of 5 to close it out here. Let's head over to Manfield Night.
Justin taking time around 1, leaves it for another. Garrett didn't want to commit everything to that play, and that one's trying to sneak in underneath the crossbar. But NRG's been able to keep possession. Squishy flip reset, air dribble. That was amazing from Squishy.
Well, it says make sure there's no gaps in the fundamentals. Can you defend the flip reset plus the extra touch? Not quite.
Squishy to Garrett, a banger, top shelf.
Tough one to handle here for Amphis.
It's that type of attention to detail that it's going to take to beat a mechanically talented team like NRG.
Oh, jeez, that's not even fair. That is classic NRG attack right there. Beat the man. Squishy, flip across. Justin, beat Horsehouse off the goal line. Garrett G, keep it away as they recover. And then, when they're finally out of options, deliver the final blow.
You see how many flip resets were going on right there? NRG! They are making a statement at Chiefs, and you know they want it. As Johnny said, it has not been a clean Swiss stage for NRG. Ooh. Justin making a clean save. And the General NRG, they had a rough start. They got run through the ringer. But in the end, they fought through and made it past the Swiss stage and into the playoffs.
And much like you see many teams qualifying here for the major, doesn't really matter how you end up there. And NRG kind of have the same route to make the playoffs tomorrow. So an awkward run, but it's done and they're through, and that's all that counts. And Ground Zero, and of course, Justin clearly having to give Squishy a big hug. He did play well.
Yeah, can you question the team chemistry from NRG?
Your laugh makes everything 10 times funnier, Sam.
Oh, that's no cap, that's a TikTok. And Mochi's like, let me see this.
I didn't know you were still recording. Why are we still recording?
It was so funny.
S, we did A,
E.
E,
and G.
I don't think we
Is that
did G.
me?
No, that's me.
Did you do C? Z?
Yeah.
Wait, is that chalked? What do I do?
I think that's a GG. I think
You gotta add the hair and the Jordans.
Okay. Alright, I'm adding the hair. We got 2 Jordans left.
Okay. Well, we got 2 more guesses. What do we do?
This is chalk. Alright, what's the word? What is the word? Poop.
God, that's such an obvious thing. That's so obvious.
SANDROCK versus NRG. It's going to be crazy. I'm excited to get there.
I think we're trying not to put pressure on ourselves. Like we really want to win this matchup. Of course, top 4 would be huge for our first LAN together, and just for points in general would be amazing for us, especially because we had the rough start that we had.
They performed, I would say, not really perfect the first couple series, but you know, that's NRG. You know, you can never tell if they will lose the first couple series. You know, so you don't have to underestimate them, even if they're like 2 series down. But yeah, I'm really optimistic to play against them again.
Beating them is just icing on the cake, and if we go any further than that, that's even better. And we're just going to try to take it 1 series at a time.
Ahmad called into action. Far side pass. Nobody around from SANDROCK. You can see how this situation is starting to get them. They don't want to go for all the time. Has got a hold of the second game. We, ladies and gentlemen, have got ourselves a real quarterfinal on our hands.
We're trying to take it as far as we can, and honestly, after they won Game 4, we were kind of worried, and that's when we kind of leaned forward a bit more and worked on how we should play, and we finished it out, thankfully.
Can SANDROCK Gaming hold on to? Now they're the ones feeling the pressure.
They don't want to go the easy way. Another OT is just seconds away. NRG coming in. Ribbon's wide open. There's a shot. Justin with 3 seconds left.
He's that guy, Justin, with a big-time goal. NRG, how many times do they have to do it?
Can they keep this alive now?
Still in the air, but there it is. Huge dunk for NRG. Finishing the series. That was a lot closer than I think it looked 2 games ago. NRG guaranteed the NA versus EU Grand Final.
A lot different vibe now. We were pretty in a bad mood. The beginning was pretty rough, so I have no idea how we're top 4, but here we are. So I'm pretty happy about that. The plan now, just see how far it goes. Not overthink it. We're not gonna put the pressure back on ourselves. Like if we can't take the win against FAZE, hopefully they take it for NA. But if we end up in the final, hopefully we win it all. I honestly hate the whole NA versus EU debate. In the year before COVID happened, NA and EU were very even. I think Johnny Boy, one of the casters, even said the series were like 49-49 internationally. So there was really no debate. It was just everyone was even for the most part.
Hello.
It's definitely going to be, there's going to be a few posts about EU or NA, and I don't blame them. I mean, if I was a fan, I'd want my region to do good too. Personally, though, I don't like it, but because I'm the subject of it. But whoever's playing better tomorrow, they deserve it. They should represent NA.
NRG versus FAZE. Let's get over to the Ford Skybox for our second semifinal. BDS is waiting in the grand finals for the winner of this.
FAZE almost in trouble there. First killer got the ball. Justin steals it away. Garrett committed with it. Justin flicks it up and just can't get it on target above the crossbar. First real chance of the game for NRG. And maybe getting a bit jumpy on offense, but they do retain possession. Squishy in front actually loses the ball. Hard pass over to AJ. Back to first killer. Plays it slow. And around first killer off the crossbar. The ball still hanging around in front of the box. Another bump for first killer, but Garrett G gets the clear.
Close call for NRG to be sure, but gonna have to expect a little more.
Oh my.
Almost converted by Illusion. Soft floater across the net, and the bump on Squishy is gonna take him off.
Some time here for NRG, but they can't wait too long. Squishy gets
clear.
a hard win, and there's Justin downfield already!
Look at this massive clear here from NRG. I believe it was Squishy. He got under the ball, absolutely dusted that defender, and Justin is cherry-picking all the way down the field. It's a free shot for him.
Big goal for NRG. They had a couple of chances early, couldn't convert. They're finally on the board. Justin on the kickoff, back over to Garrett. They're playing a hard kick over to
What a
Justin,
pass.
and the shot denied by First Killer, but here comes Squishy! NRG have the lead!
I mean, it's just been a roller coaster of emotions. If we want to look at the history so far in this tournament for NRG, they started off in horrible shape, but they bounce back and they do it in style against FaZe Clan.
After Swiss, everybody had questions about NRG, and we were all saying it. It was the strongest bracket that we've seen on the international stage, where we felt like any team could pop off and make a run.
Honestly, your IGLing was like it was so good. I told you. It was crazy the whole series. Let's go. Good job, Christina. Where's my hug, bro?
I'm just also very happy to play NRG in the finals. It's kind of like a dream coming true, like playing the best of the best in the finals.
Our first time versus BDS wasn't so hot, so hopefully we can surprise them this time and take them in the finals. So we're gonna give it our all.
And I am blown away that after 2 years, we have this, our dream grand final.
I'm gonna say the word inevitable one last time. Stop saying it at this point, because this is the end game now. Okay, this is NRG versus BDS.
Justin straight over to Monkey Moon. That's a good clear, marked by 8. Shows his own Justin impression of Sengen in midfield. Now it's Monkey Moon!
Oh!
Top corner!
And there you have it, Monkey Moon getting started. And that is a much-needed goal and a beautiful setup from Mark by 8, putting that bounce off the ceiling.
Mark, it's gonna drop dangerously. Monkey Moon doubles up!
And this whole game has been NRG just being a bit off, even going back to that Garrett G read off the backboard, Squishy slow out and net, and now Monkey Moon putting in another, getting a hat trick.
What a game for BDS.
They're going to
There
give
it
one
is.
up here, but still have quite the padding. And even if NRG doesn't manage to scrap their way back, just getting that last goal, especially in a grand final like this, avoiding that shutout, that is huge. NRG gonna have to, regain in the next game, but at least they'll have that one to point back to, saying we can break down this BDS team. And maybe we'll see some fireworks. Another shot coming in. Awkward save, rebound out. And it's gonna be just enough.
Do you believe? 11 seconds on the clock. A roar from our talent in the studio. We've almost got a packed house over there.
That's a back right kickoff for NRG.
Oh, that's
Justin's
good.
there.
Oh, the bump, too.
They've executed it well, but Justin's first touch sends him to the sidewall. That's going to waste a lot of time. It's in field. NRG unable to get the goal, but it's still in the air.
Mark, no boost. The 50's good, and BDS survived, but that went from a comfortable win to a bit of a scary ending for BDS. And NRG, that is what you want. Even on those losses, that kind of game is going to get in the head of an opponent.
Monkey Moon wanted to trust Mark by 8. Mark by 8 not quick enough. Off the backboard! Champions Field! Here we come!
BDS didn't get it the first try. They were stone cold. No reaction.
There's no way this is happening right now. NRG, I thought it was over, but maybe it's far from it. Champions Field.
NRG are driving us towards that third series. Justin can't quite find it off the setup. Here's Monkey Moon, back over to Mark by 8. What a start that would have been.
When so many shots miss, when so many saves come through, and when NRG keep winning.
There's the shot! Extra! 1-0!
Final 2 minutes, NRG are the ones who need a goal to keep this championship alive.
Monkey Moon, only over to Squishy, he sets it up to extra! 2-0!
Final 10 seconds.
Garrett and Justin look for the setup! What a save that is! That should do it! BDS are no longer the best team online in Europe! They lay claim to the best team offline in the world!
Credit to NRG. We thought it was over a long time ago, and they made it a battle. They put on a show. They showed us what they're capable of, but it wasn't enough. BDS, they showed us that they are the best team in the world.
I don't know, we kind of just had to have fun with it, and I thought we actually did better when we were just calming less and just like messing around.
This was a weird loss because we were like so like happy to be here. That the loss isn't. We've lost other finals and we were absolutely devastated. I've cried before. I've cried, but this one felt more like they just were 100% better than us and deserved it. So it's kind of like, you know, compared to other ones I've lost in Game 7 overtime due to bumping my teammate, and that was heartbreaking. But this is just like they were the better team, and we did a lot better than we thought we would. So
You did good, Squishy.
we're pretty happy with the results, to be honest.
I'm still proud of you.
Take some time, chill, and then when the next split starts up, start grinding again and hopefully improve.
There's not enough water to balance it on your head.
Yeah.
It needs to be long. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This is where I belong. Say something, Justin.
Hello, how are you doing?
Did I get it? What? Again. Good. Talk again.
Hi.
Alright, we're good. I feel confident now. Thank you.
I waited to do that this whole time, but I didn't want to ask.